Hello everyone, Adrian here. I know it's been a little while since last I've made a video, but things have been a little chaotic. I just recently recovered from getting sick. I still have a bit of the sniffles. Yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. And I've been super tired, and the weather outside has just been nasty. We got literally a shit ton of snow over the course of the last week, and it's just been brutal. Ugh. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And I do want to say this one more time for people that keep asking about my makeup, because I pretty much, like, 3 times a week I get a comment from someone saying, "Oh my god, I love your makeup, can you do a tutorial about this?" And I repeatedly have to explain that I don't do makeup tutorials anymore. It's just not a part of the content that I want to convey on my channel. And there are enough makeup tutorials out there. I don't need to contribute to the redundancy, so I'm really sorry that I don't do makeup tutorials anymore. I just don't. Sorry. However, if you guys want, I can still tell you what products I'm wearing at the beginning of the video, because I get a lot of comments about that, so I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm wearing today. So the shimmery green eyeshadow that you see here is called Peacock by Tater Rounds Beauty, and it's an independent Etsy beauty brand. I love them, and they're absolutely amazing. They have my favorite shade of gray as far as eyeshadow is concerned, so that's my go-to for eyeshadow now. And I'm also using Dark Clouds as the kind of dark base for the smoky eye here. And as for the lipstick, I am wearing Abyss by Black Moon Cosmetics. So yeah, that's my look today. And I'm really sorry that I'm not going to do makeup tutorials anymore, but I'm just not. Now, on to the subject of the video, now that we've gotten all of that out of the way. I'm going to be doing a very highly requested review for an absinthe, and this is Marilyn Manson's Mansinthe. And I really like the artwork on the packaging. It's just vaguely kind of Van Gogh-ish. It's pretty cool. I dig it. I've had a lot of requests from my viewers and other absintheos to review this, because apparently there aren't very many reviews of this out there. And on top of that, the one popular video of people trying this is a trifle incoherent. So guys, I want to do my best and deliver the best possible experience for you in regard to this absinthe. I did talk to one of my absinthe friends earlier, probably a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, when I was planning on doing this, and he did say that this was a pretty decent absinthe, and it's more Swiss style absinthe than it is French style. Swiss tends to be a little more mild, and that is the birthplace of absinthe to begin with, is Switzerland, and the French just made it really popular. Yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at the alcohol percentage on this. This is 66.6% alcohol. Still quite a bit, but not the highest I've had. This recipe for Mansinthe was developed between 2005 and 2007 with direct cooperation with Marilyn Manson. The result is a quality absinthe which will appeal to all connoisseurs. The production and coloration of this absinthe combines ground wormwood, fennel, anise, and various herbs. Sediments may occur. It is best to store Mansinthe away from direct sunlight so as the natural color is preserved, obviously. And I love how, once again, do not drink Mansinthe undiluted. Stop taking absinthe in shots, people. It's not cool. There's that. I'm excited for it. And before I get into this, I did want to share a fun story with you guys that I recently discovered, because I had no clue about this, but when I found out, I was just giddy with excitement. I'll start off the story by saying absinthe runs through my veins, and the drinking of absinthe runs through my veins. So I don't just say that because of my French ancestry, but it occurs on my Latina ancestry as well. And I just found that out recently, and I think it's cool. I was talking to a longtime family friend of my mom's side of the family. Her name is Carmen, and you know, she's been around my family for a very long time. She was also really good friends with my maternal grandmother's father. So every now and then he would come up to visit from Mexico to either, I think it was Texas when they were still living in Texas. And there was this one time when he brought a bottle of absinthe from Mexico for my friend Carmen to try. And of course, around this time, you do need to remember that absinthe still was not necessarily legal in the United States at this point. So this is a long time ago. And so my great-grandfather Rodriguez did bring a bottle of absinthe up from Mexico to Texas during a visit, and he demonstrated for my grandma's friend Carmen how to prepare it. She said that he prepared it the traditional way, like what I do here, you know, with the ice water and the sugar, and she was fascinated by the process. So when she told me about that, I'm just like, wow, absinthe drinking really does run through my veins. This is so cool. Okay, sorry about that little tangent, but I really wanted to share that with you guys because absinthe is something that means a lot to me, and my ancestry is something that means a lot to me as well. So the fact that those two things go together on both sides of my family, it's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see the color of the absinthe and the process of the louche, and it's just going to be a moment. Okay guys, I want you to see, for your reference, it's still sealed. It is still sealed. I have not dipped into this at all because I want to give you guys a genuine, honest review. Alright, so I'm just gonna crack this baby open. I was going to be really upset if it had a cork. Yeah. I find that corks and absinthe just don't go together. And since you guys keep yelling at me that I'm using too much sugar, I am going to use only one sugar cube this time. Ooh, that's actually kind of pleasant. Like, I know that this is 66% alcohol, but it's not attacking me in the face. Okay, that's a pleasant surprise. And I honestly have to say, I do like the color. I really like the color. That is absolutely gorgeous. So as far as the color is concerned, it's a really pretty peridot green with really slight golden hints, if that makes any sense. This is really pretty. And I would say that this is slightly more green than Lucid, because Lucid is a very, very pale green. And I'm really happy that Marilyn Manson did not resort to artificial coloring for his absinthe. So that makes me pretty happy. It shows me that he was really going for authenticity with this. And the absinthe spoon I am using today is this one. It's a reproduction of one that was used in the 19th century, and it is made to look like wormwood leaves. Pretty cool. A little bit too fast. It's turning a little bit iridescent blue-green as far as the louche is concerned, but it's pleasant. It's really, really pleasant. Whew. And it is perfuming very nicely, I must say. yeah, this is really pretty and it smells really good, and so far I'm pretty impressed with it. Look at that gorgeous color. It's definitely not a darker green like I've seen with some other absinthes, but the fact that it's just a very slight, very light jade kind of color is really, really pleasing to the eye. Hey, maybe if I drink this stuff, it'll clear out my sinuses. Yeah. It's not as opaque as I was expecting, but hey man, wait, what can you do? Alright guys, let's do this. So exciting! Guys, I'm sorry, it just suddenly stopped recording. It missed over my whole first reaction. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not been a good week, I'm sorry. But let me just summarize what I said here in my first impression of this. This is very smooth. It's not quite creamy, but it's definitely... It's almost creamy, if that makes any sense, as far as the mouthfeel is concerned. When you are tasting it on your tongue before you actually swallow it, the bite of the wormwood and the sweetness of the anise and the fennel go very well together, and the herbs are very well balanced together. So that makes me super happy. You can really tell that Marilyn Manson did focus on authenticity with this. I'm glad that he didn't go with coloring it a crazy color for you know, effect or for aesthetic purposes. He really did go for traditional authenticity. And as far as comparing this to Lucid, it's about the same quality that I would rank it, but it's slightly sweeter and therefore slightly more pleasant, and it's a little more forward on the anise than Lucid is. The lingering feeling on your tongue after you swallow it is the bite and tingle of the wormwood. So overall, this is a really good absinthe experience, whether you are the more experienced absinthe or whether you are a debutante when it comes to drinking absinthe. So I'm really pleasantly surprised by this. I know that I was skeptical about it at first when I first heard that Marilyn Manson came out with an absinthe. I'm just like, oh, Marilyn Manson came out with an absinthe? Oh god, I hope he didn't ruin it. But he didn't ruin it. He really did strive for authenticity with this, which I'm very happy about. Now, one thing that one of my absinthe friends told me is that this is not his go-to absinthe. Which is fine. If he prefers something stronger that is not legal here, that's fine. That's his prerogative. But I like this. I really, really like this. I would say that this one does kick Lucid off of my top 5. I really, really enjoy this. And I really enjoy the journey of getting more familiar with absinthe because it is really just a beautiful thing. Really just gorgeous. It's carrying on a tradition of being a bohemian, being an artist, being a musician, being a free-thinking individual, feeling the inspiration of the Green Fairy, La Fée Verte, and just letting it overtake you, letting it inspire you, and letting you create. And so that's really what I love about absinthe. Other than its taste, of course. So yes, I would definitely recommend this to someone who is new to absinthe or someone who was a little more experienced. So, bravo, Mr. Manson. You came out with a good one. You came out with a very good one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that review of Mansinthe by Marilyn Manson. I'm really pleasantly surprised by it. I really like it, and I think that you guys will like it too. Now, one thing that's great about a lot of the online absinthe shops in the United States and elsewhere is that they will have sample sizes available for you to try absinthe without investing in a full bottle. Because I was told by some other friends of mine that the full size is a little pricey, so I'm glad that I did get it in the sample size. And still, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. So guys, what is your experience with Mansinthe by Marilyn Manson? I'm pleasantly surprised. Really pleasantly surprised. I'd say it's definitely a good mid-grade absinthe, like my friends had stated before. Definitely mid-grade, but still good. Definitely still good. I would definitely not consider this a high-end absinthe like Jade 1901, but it's good. I really liked it. So guys, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I have some more literature reviews coming up, and I will be launching a brand new series which will be kind of an educational study guide series for Gothic literature, more aimed toward English students rather than you guys. But still, if you guys want to get a load of it, you totally can. It was wonderful being here with you all, and I will see you guys later.